So, Brother Sammy has done what Brother Sammy does best. My goddess. All right, now this is a gospel musician from here in Ghana, and his style, his ways are different from all the gospel musicians that we know of. His vocal dexterity, top notch. I give it to him because he has the voice, and then he has several gospel music to his credits. Now, according to him, he's on a mission to change the face of Christianity in Ghana and probably to in the rest of the continent. According to him, Christianity has gone beyond that kind of faith or worship where you have to, dress in a certain way, wear long gowns, covering your feet and almost every part of your body, your hair, everything. You need to slay. I mean, dress well. It doesn't matter whether you have pierced your nose, whether you are wearing dreadlocks or rasta, whether you have anklet on your ankles or anything else. You should be able to feel free and then express yourself while living the godly life. It is not about the dressing. According to him, it is about what is in you, how genuine your heart, your intentions, how pure everything is. That is how Christianity should be deemed, and not the I'm a Christian kind of thing where people only profess it with their mouth and stuff, and then behind the scene do other thing, pretense and all those things. According to him, no, those things are not in his dictionary. And he is bent on living the Christian life differently from the norm. And this has drawn a lot of criticisms from even gospel musicians and people. But it seems that his way is, appealing to the youth, to many people who cheer him on, who actually like what he's doing. Now, Brother Sammy has done something which is not new anyway. He has done some in the past. But from the video that is now circulating, it means that he has actually, decided to toe this particular line, and he's living exactly what he has been telling his listeners and then people who follow him and stuff. This is why we have taken this seat, because we want to, get to understand where he's coming from and what he's done in the past that has warranted, the conversations and all those criticisms, if you like, that are going on online. So let's meet at the other side as I walk you through what is trending about Brother Sammy, the nation worshipper. The heat is on. Now, from what I have observed about Brother Sammy, he doesn't need to hear that typical gospel version where you have people quoting the Bible or, narrating stories from the Bible, or even singing quotations from the Bible and stuff. He only needs to hear the name of God in your song, or the song has to be something devoid of any profanity or something like that, and people jump to that song. Trust me, he's going to jump on it and then do his rendition. And usually his rendition is, sick. It is actually nice. Now, he did same with Last Maid's song, Onyame Show, that kind of vibe, when he visited the UTV, Saturday night entertainment show. Now, take a listen before we come back and then tell you other stuff that he's been doing. Another thing that also drew attention to Brother Sammy, who touted himself as the nation worshipper, was during Daddy Lumbe's 1 week observation that was held at the Independence Square in Accra, or the Black Star Square, if you like. Now, Brother Sammy actually went to that program in the company of a lady, and that lady is not your average size lady that you know. She was quite heavy, and when I say heavy, I mean she was bulky. When I say bulky, she was voluminous. I mean, everything was in excess. You get where I'm trying to drive at. Well, let me not waste your time. Just look at this. So imagine performing a gospel song with this kind of lady on stage with you, and then asking her to, do a 360 turn around to achieve what exactly? What were you trying to do to the people that were there watching proceedings? Just look at this heavy duty machine asking for a U-turn or a 360. Well, that is not why we... So let's move on to what has actually, occasioned this particular conversation around the name Brother Sammy once more. Now, videos are circulating online where you have Brother Sammy actually performing in a church. And you would expect that in a church, we are going to go the solemn way, going to sing the usual gospel songs that Ghanaians are accustomed to, that, preachers and other Christians, mentioning the name of God in a solemn mood, worshiping. And even if it is praises, the kind of gospel songs that Ghanaians usually like for their praise and worship. But this time around, Brother Sammy said, hell no, once again. And you know what he did? He actually combined songs from two people, Black Sherif and then King Paluta. What amazes me was the fact that the congregants were actually jamming to it. So it was pretty much like secular music in the church, but given a nice touch, and people were actually jamming to it, jumping here and there, taking videos, singing along and stuff. Take a watch. It is true. With Brother Sammy, there is no dull moment. Whenever he takes the mic, whenever he mounts the stage, you should know that there's going to be fireworks, because he has a way he drags people along. His audience. He has a way he appeals to people, especially the youth, as I mentioned early on. And for this reason, trust me, many gospel shows do not actually invite him because they think that he has lost his way. He's doing something contrary to what the Christian way is. But according to him, he is bent on changing the face of Christianity, and he is doing it how he knows best, and he is doing it his way. And one thing is that it seems to be working for him because there are people who this kind of move appeal to and who are actually in support of his moves and then keep cheering him on and invite him to shows and other places where you'd have other gospel artists present. So let me know what you think about this particular incident concerning the name and the brand Brother Sammy, the nation worshiper. Let me know it in the comment section. All right, so having done that, let's meet in the next video as we talk about other things. So the heat is still